Um, Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. Um, I hate doing this, but it is kind of difficult for some people to understand where I'm coming from, especially those who is watching me, who is not Africans, and especially those who have never been to African before. Um, it is very difficult for we Africans to understand the problem. You know, in as much, hey, hello, brother, how are you? Um, you know, Uchenna Akubi, Afro, hello, bros. Um, they say the truth is bitter. Moses Ahmed, yes. So it's quite difficult for us to quickly adopt. Let me tell you guys something, because at the chop mouth, if you know the watch now, and I see at the chop mouth, you see, we need to do some research. Upon the video that I did yesterday about Jesus is not God, Emmanuel Aja, I'm fine, sir. One pastor, I think he's a pastor, who tried to start to, he told me that the things of the Bible is more than I do. Yeah, I understand that Bible is complicated. Yes, the thing of the Bible is complicated, but you have to do research. When I first heard that the Bible is not complete, I start to ask questions. Say, wow, how come the Bible is not complete? Even the one that is not in the Bible is more than the Bible itself. There is many. One day, I will still come and talk about the missing Bibles. Then, somebody, what am I trying to say here? If you are a pastor, or you are a pastor's son, or you are a pastor, if you hear something from somebody, please do research. Don't argue. Nobody fight for God. Nobody is born a Christian. Nobody is born a Muslim in Africa. No. You are a Christian, right? Your brother, your father is a Christian. Your mother and your father is a Christian. You were born into it as a Christian. You were not born a Christian. We were never born a Christian. You were never born a Muslim. Something baffled me. Let me just try to explain. I don't want to take much time. You see, let me tell you guys, we Africans, we take this religion more than the people that brought the religion to us. You see, there's some observation that I did in Middle East, that in Nigeria, I'm using Nigeria as a reference, because I stay in South Africa. South Africa, they don't have Muslims in South Africa. Just few that are foreigners that came. Majority of South Africans don't even believe in going to church. Just few. I want you to understand this. We were not born Christians. Our fathers, they brought religion to us. I'm not saying that Bible is not true. And I'm not saying that religion is not true, but religion is politics. A lot of politics in religion. Randy, oh, hello, sir, Randy. Oh, a lot of people here. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to analyze some religion things. We have problem in Africa where they tell us that where the pastors they buy companies and build churches. This is where we have problem in Africa. We have this problem where we believe in tomorrow that never comes. There's churches in every street. And I asked this question yesterday. I said, why are we building many churches? Why are we not together? Because it's business. I'm not going to take your time, but I'm going to tell you that religion is politics. You don't have to be too much extreme. Don't be extremist in religion. Don't be too much deep into it. In the extent that somebody will be talking about your religion and you go to fight that person. You don't need it. You don't have to fight for God. You don't have to fight for God. Trust me, you don't have to fight. There are a lot of things that are involved in religion. But my problem is this. Africa, we need to stand to wake up. We are getting poorer every day. We are getting poorer. Why? Japan, China, they are not churchgoers, but they are doing better than China. They are doing better than Africa. Africa is borrowing money. Africa are borrowing money from China. And why China don't believe in God? God that created us. God created all of us to use our hands, to use our brain to make money. You have to earn this money. You have to earn this money. If you see miracles, they do fake miracles in the church. I don't have to talk about this. You know, a lot of people will hate me. I'm trying to withdraw from a lot of things that I want to say. But I want us to wake up. One day, these churches that they are building, all those churches you see on the streets of Nigeria, all those church you see, one day people are going to wake up and start burning the church. God does not live inside those churches. God lives here in the heart. This is where God lives. One day, people go wake up. Now, you see, this social media is waking everybody up. Okay, now, after preaching in the church, you ask us to pay tithe. I'm not saying that church can be run by money. They will tell you that, okay, Judas was a treasurer. Jesus did not collect tithe. And Jesus did not collect offering. It was willingly given to them at that time because Jesus did not preach in the synagogue. Jesus was preaching on the streets. He preached on the streets everywhere. When they travel, people give them voluntary. In those days, they know the day, how do I put it? People are not selfish in those days. When you go to somebody's house and knock and say you are hungry, they are going to give you food, voluntary, and they are going to give you takeaway. They give you whatever they have, you move on. That is how it works in those days. You cannot run a church without money. That's the truth. But the question I'm asking, especially in Nigeria, Africa, why are the pastors buying jets? And the people that are their members are poor, are getting poorer, and you are telling them that the blessing is coming tomorrow. One thing that I don't like is this: the pastors will say, my God has blessed me. The money that God gave me, I use it to bless another person. Have you asked the pastor questions? Pastor, what is your business? Where did you get the money? You know, everybody in the church donates, even if it's $1. It's a lot of money for the mega churches. That is what makes your pastor rich. You make your pastor rich. God did not create a special account where he's sending money to that man. And the money that you are giving in the church does not go to heaven. I'm not saying that church does not need money. They need money to run the church. But I believe that church is charity. Church is supposed to be a charity. And this is where I have problem. People think that I'm antichrist. I'm not antichrist. You have to ask questions. We Africans, instead of you to go and do research, you are arguing with somebody, say, oh, why did you say Jesus is not God? Why don't you go and do research? I used to argue sometimes. There was time I used to argue. Let me give it straight. There was a time this guy in America, he was telling me that our African ancestors sold them to slaves. And I was arguing. I said, no, how? It is the white people who came and started snatching and killing you people. But when I do research, it was still our African ancestors who is picking our brothers, our women, and sell it to the white people for slavery. But I was arguing. Some story will tell you that, no, they came and killed. I was arguing, but started from that time, I start to do some research. When I hear anything, I start to do research. Just like I was told that the Igbos are Jew. The Igbos are Jew. I argue with it that Igbos are not Jew at the beginning. But when I begin to do research, I begin to understand that, okay, the Igbos migrated from Israel, and which the Israelis are doing the research about the Igbos. So what am I trying to say here is this: if you hear somebody say something, please do research. Don't argue. I'm trying to wake us up, or we will be Africans. Try to wake up. America today, there's no the churches is not everywhere on the street. They have to stand up and walk. Mark Zuckerberg is not a church goer. He's rich. They are not a tithe payers. All these billionaires abroad, they are not tithe payers. It's not their tithe that make them billionaires. Your tithe can never. Okay, ask your question. All these our mothers in the market, they have been struggling for 30 years and they still remain the same and they are paying tithe. Why are they still poor? Ask that questions. And the pastors are getting richer. Me, I will continue to say what I know. God is not going to be angry with me, because even God in the heaven, that's Jesus, is watching you people and laughing. The Muslims are laughing at us for calling Jesus God. Let me tell you something you don't know. In the Quran, Jesus is mentioned more than in the Bible, in the Quran. The Muslims respect Jesus so much, but the only one thing they don't like is you calling yourself, saying that Jesus is God. And there was never any place in the Bible that Jesus called himself God. Jesus never called himself God, never. Religion is policy. We don't even need to be fighting over this religion. Seriously, let us be honest. Both you Muslim or Christians, we are just fighting ignorantly. The Creator is there watching at us. Even you're fighting. Okay, look at what is happening in Nigeria now. The bandits are killing. God is just looking at you people. We are just like ants in the presence of God. After you may have done everything you are doing, you kill people, your days are numbered. Even you are coming to suffer your own suffering. You are coming, the time is coming. They say every day for the thief, one day is for the owner of the house. That is the absolutely truth about life. Life has been programmed. I can lie today, I can do whatever I want today, but it's not forever. It can never last forever. One day is going to come to an end. But one thing that makes me happy, and I'm going to end this video by saying this: nobody goes out of this world alive. Everybody must die. The only thing you need is love. When you give love to somebody, somebody else will come and give you love back. Somebody else may pay you back through love. If you're playing hanky-panky and playing rough with people, somebody else will come and pay you back. Love is most important. Love, 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 love. Religion cannot save no one. Religion, Muslim is better than Christian, and Christians are better than Muslim. Seriously, no religion takes you to heaven. They are all politics. If you go into religion very well, you will understand that even during the time of Paul, Christians were killing Christians. Just like as is happening in Nigeria now, the Fulani are killing Muslims and they are killing Christians. So let's leave the judgment for God. Stand up and walk. Don't wait for any miracle from any pastors. You are going to remain poor. Look at all the countries of developed today. The developed country, look at them. They are not relying on prayer. They stand up and work. They create a job. Instead of those pastors to create churches, go and create jobs. That is my own. And I will continue to say it because I believe I've done my research. I believe that there's a creator who created heaven and earth. Yes, I agree with that. And I also believe that Jesus came to this world. There's somebody called Yeshua. Even though I'm still calling him Jesus, his name was never Jesus. The first time I came to Israel, I asked somebody on the street. No, I was going to work with somebody, an Israelite, a Jewish. And I was asking him, please, do you know about who is Jesus? I continued to say Jesus for over 30 minutes. This guy did not understand. I tried to explain, say, oh, Yeshua. You are talking about Yeshua. His name is not Jesus. That was my first encounter. He said, no. His name was not Jesus. That name meant nothing. His original name is that. They tried to give him another name to suit what they are writing. Even the Jewish Bible is more complete than the ones we are carrying up and down. The Jewish Bible, the Old Testament, the Jewish they read Old Testament. They don't read New Testament. So thank you guys. Let's end the video here. I'm going to bring a very nice topic next time. I'm going to bring a very, very nice topic. I will tell you the Bible, the missing Bibles. Oh, Winston Churchill says, bro, you are right. I totally agree with you. I am in Canada. Here, most of them do not even go to church and they are blessed. It's Africans that go to church here. Yes, my brother, we have to walk with your hand. This is where God is. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to church. It helps a lot, but don't be too extreme. We are too extremists. Look at the Muslims. If you go to Saudi Arabia, do you know one thing? If you go to Saudi Arabia, you will not see a small child being put hijab. You know what they call hijab? When you go to Nigeria, you see inside the hot sun, they are putting hijab on a small child. That side is asu. You know what is asu? Asu means it's abomination. To put a small child hijab on his head, to cover his head. They don't do that in Saudi Arabia. Until you are grown up enough, they start to cover you. But when you go to Africa, they create schools. They create schools. These schools say, oh, this is a Muslim school. They begin to put hijab on them. Even here in Israel, there's no hijab for children in a Muslim home. Even in Bethlehem, there are too many Muslims. In Nazareth, you will never. You see, let me tell you guys one thing. In any of my video, you see me with Muslims in this country talk. Have you ever seen them putting those caps on their head? They don't do it in Africa. In Nigeria, you see them putting all those things, all those things. They don't reign past for Saudi Arabia. They don't reign past. It's just a culture. That cloth is a culture. It's their own culture. It's not religion. That cloth is a culture. They are wearing that cloth as a culture, like we are wearing our cultural clothing. But in Nigeria, you see them putting all those things they call lawani inside the sun. For you to just recognize that, oh, I'm a Muslim. Many of you are in Dubai. How many of them do you see putting on the caps? They put it only on Fridays to go like, okay, we are dressing well to worship. Just like here in Israel, you don't see them putting all those things. You won't. Thank you very much, guys. Respect everybody. Love. But believe there is a creator. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I'll see you guys next time.
In order to solve business problems, accessing data is challenging. You need to create your own historical data set.